let's see, where are they? It looks like they're all missing here. Oh no. Yes, they are all gone. Okay, I found them finally. Let's go after them. All of us, let's go after them. It looks like it's going to be a piece of cake for us here. Right here, obviously they can hide. And so we are going to chase them for some time now. Furthermore, obviously we are going to engage the cavalry, but we have so many infantry with bayonets. This charge of theirs is going to be a complete disaster, absolute complete disaster for them. We're even going to give them a rear charge. Done. Looks like that's it. Here there's still some resistance taking place, and we have a close victory. I wouldn't call it a close victory. I would say that they attacked with a bad composition of forces, too much artillery, simply not enough infantry, and they didn't even need the cavalry at that rate there. They have plenty of troops all over the place. Things will soon go from bad to worse, obviously. They have a really good general right here, so maybe we can take him out, or at least warn him. Without another army, things will go sour very quickly. We have to think fast. Ottomans are moving around too. They're very powerful, as you can see in the map. They have vast lands out there. In India there's one faction that dominates them all too. And the pirates are working their way. Army has been destroyed. It says yes, they have took one of our settlements. Workers are once again on strike. Austria is fighting Ottoman Empire, but as you already know, it's no big deal, due to the fact that Austria only has a settlement. Income has dropped. Things are not going much better as they should. Now it's unclear what exactly is waiting for us in Dublin. Can we and should we advance? There's a strong force out here that's occupying Strasbourg. This force right here clearly needs reinforcements, which we can provide. We can actually give them the most powerful infantry available, called grenadiers. We can have many of these, But it would be much better to simply come with this force right here onto them. Say no to 1,000 and march south. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to use this force. We'll sail down and we'll fight. In here, I'm going to further increase my strength and deal with any of the forces that are here to plunder.
Nous avons triomphé.
It looks like we've caught him. We caught General's brigade that was plundering things. In any case, this won't solve problems for us. They have force here, professional troops, another force there. Our reinforcements are going south. We'll be making a lot less money without Scotland providing us that money. This garrison will stay here and fight. Things should go just fine. In here, obviously, we need to establish, but I just don't have any money left due to the war in Europe. And so that's it. We'll be waiting for their move. Can I beat them? Possibly I can. But I shouldn't do that just now, obviously. Now my army is going to be a lot more numerous, and with that army there, I'm going to start my operations. See if we are able to advance on them. I have no doubts that Austria is soon going to be wiped out. As you can see on the map, Austria borders Ottoman Empire, so Ottomans just probably see them as a potential weak country that can be finished off and annexed, occupied. I should probably see if I can just untax England, make them very happy and attack Ireland, because then it would be only a matter of time. Obviously I would be almost without money. Look at that. Are they invading? Is this a navy? That's probably one of the most powerful navies I've ever seen. Yes, that's a navy. Prussia has the most powerful navy force in the world that has been completely annihilated by more superior Spanish ships. That was probably one of the greatest battles, naval battles in the world. And we can't even see what kind of ships they were holding there. I have no doubts that that has freed up a lot of income for Prussia to fight us, but look at that, they will be invading us. Prussia is sending force into England, so we can't go after them in Europe, I guess. They will be sending forces to plunder and raid us, which is going to make life very, very difficult for us. As you can see, we won't be making any money whatsoever due to the fact that they'll be hitting 4 of our buildings here at once. And now, as you have already noticed, in the north they have an army there. Prussia is sending forces around England somewhere, which is probably going to mean an invasion. They probably thought they're going to win against us in Europe and in England, take both. Probably they envisioned us fighting the English, losing too much, being stuck in England, trying to repress them, and then Prussia with their superior might just comes over, invades England, invades France, Paris, takes everything with one large sweep, and defeats 2 broken enemies that were fighting each other for a time, instead of facing one mighty force in the future.
Sans plus attendre.
Another
Un lieu d'apprentissage et de culture.
agent will be very useful. Workers already right there. There must be some kind of presence of Prussian ships with troops somewhere out there, but I don't see them anymore. I'm sure they were somewhere out there. I'll have to keep an eye on them. Now, as you can see, this force is a lot more numerous. I'm going to attack the region here. And so, we'll have to fight this. Let's see what you got. You can't deal with this. Magnificent resistance that they are providing us. So I'm sending my forces into Europe. I decided not to go back to Scotland, not to invade Ireland. Just go in here. And
Ordre bien reçu.
oh no, I didn't send all of them in. How did that happen? I have no idea.
Marchez! D'autres ordres? Oui, capitaine.
I can't believe it, obviously.
Ordre du
Okay,
navire,
once
capitaine.
again, I select all of them, embark. I select all of them again.
En
Accept.
avant! Marchez!
Fine, now it has worked out just fine.
Ordre du navire.
Obviously, it's very important not to misclick, things like that.
En avant! Et là, autre chose? En avant! Marchez!
Right there, in no time. Our force is here.
En avant!
Okay,
Pour la
let's
couronne et le pays!
not enter Spanish territory. Has military access to our lands, grants military access indefinitely, so that's fine.
Impossible, monsieur.
We made a treaty with them some time ago, so that's that. I'll disband. Oh, I'll disband this unit. Now I realized
Ordre, votre majesté.
this unit there, right here, was here
En avant! Marchez!
to guard the port. So I never shipped one unit. I just shipped the ships without selecting the army there. Okay, so we should expect an attack here soon. Yes, a church school should give us some happiness to Catholic population, which is very meager here right now. So far, resistance to foreign occupation is extremely high. At least they're garrisoned and in check. Most of the time, Scotland is not paying any taxes. So the people that are occupied there are very happy. In here, on the other hand, things are different. Russians have invaded us with 2 armies. One of the armies took Strasbourg, another army has been defeated at Cologne. Now we have regained our strength in Cologne, reorganized, and now we're besieging the army that attacked Strasbourg.
Village assiégé!
And so we're going into this battle right there, right now. And our purpose here is to defeat them. We have shipped an army that was fighting the British in England to France so that they could fight the Prussians. We have left a newly raised army of relatively weakly trained troops in England to garrison England, like Napoleon garrisoned Spain, and just like Napoleon has dealt with many rebellions in Spain, we are dealing with many rebellions in England ourselves. So that's what we're up against here, and so it seems we'll have to attack the walls, I guess. And that's it. That's what we're about to do here. Separate the forces in 2 and march on walls. They will be surely defending these walls with efficiency. We'll march for a bit. And then move on. We'll start to run. As you can see, they brought some troops close by here. We'll have to attack their artillery piece that's been brought out. They will support it. And we'll be attacking the walls on 2 sides here. Okay. I want them to make this as ferocious as possible. The more troops go up the walls, the better. Okay, these can start running. These troops can go too. Everybody needs to climb up the walls. I want them to do it together so that the enemy would be overwhelmed. Most of the fighting will take using a spear. As you can see, if we're running, they won't be able to hit us with their artillery fire very effectively. However, they are massing on the walls. And look at that. We are already engaging them here, but our troops have spears, so that certainly creates many issues for them. The first troops are already on the walls here, throwing the hooks. these retreated. I mean, these were slowed for a bit. In any case, it's fine. Let's attack this artillery piece now and engage them further. This wall right there, this wall section right there is undefended. In here, I'm looking for good positions to start the battle. As you can see, we have been fighting for some time. Troops there that were mounting artillery pieces, and so it seems that the first of our army, the White Army, has besieged the walls, and soon, hopefully, we will be engaging them, all of us together. These troops need to climb through. They themselves decided to climb the walls and fight us. Very eager. They're very eager. We're fighting them on the walls, and at the same time they're climbing the walls down and are fighting us here. Just maybe these guys on the walls are so ferociously fighting them that the Prussians decided to climb down and gain some kind of bonus doing that. More and more of our troops have successfully landed there. Things are looking good for us, very good in fact. No, they should fight here. Go south. Everybody else should deal with this remaining enemy presence all over the place. And they have truly enough troops down there. We're having very hard time fighting them there. All of our troops need to climb these walls. Let's try to go through the gate. It looks like we are about to be able to do that. Yes, it looks like our troops are going through the gate. So I'm gonna pour them through, including the general. Oh no! Some of our troops got cut off here. And so I suspect that they're about to die. The Prussians have closed the gate. Unfortunately for us, obviously. Everything's not gonna work out just fine all the time. But it looks like the resistance here on the walls is crumbling. We are regaining our strength. There are still forces out here that can be further used to reinforce other fronts. And now we are going to descend on the troops that are very successfully still barricaded down you can see, we're still climbing these walls. These three Russian brigades here have been fighting very effectively for a very long time. As you can see, there are many dead over there. In here, it's a mess already. We have surrounded this brigade right here. They were not fighting us on the walls, and they're going to pay for that now. Due to this fact. It looks like there's nobody in these houses. We have taken the town center, killed everybody out there. It's a certain victory. We have repelled Russia's invasion, and now with the consolidated force we may be able to attack Russia ourselves now that all of these soldiers right here are dead. Without their invasion force of our forces right there in Europe, they should have no chance of defending themselves effectively here. All war is deception. Clear victory for us, and the city is ours. We have regained our territory that we had before the war.